The sun had barely climbed over the rugged mesas of Arizona when Colt Mercer rode into the valley that morning, the crisp desert breeze brushing past his weather-worn duster as his horse. Dustfire stepped softly along the creek trail where silence felt almost holy, and it was in that quiet, golden hour that Colt's life shifted in a way he never expected, because as he followed the winding creek toward the cottonwood grove, he spotted 3 Apache sisters, Lena, Sohana, and the youngest, Tala, standing together ankle-deep in the cool water, not in fear or panic, but with a quiet, powerful courage that instantly struck him. They weren't startled, they weren't timid. They simply met his gaze head-on, as if they had seen challenges far greater than a lone Cowboy on a dusty trail, and Colt, feeling the gravity of that silent strength, halted Dustfire immediately, lifting both hands in the air to show peace, because he knew the Apache had every reason to be wary of outsiders. Yet there was something different here, something steady, something brave in the way they faced him, with unwavering eyes that held both caution and pride. Lena, the eldest, stepped forward with her chin lifted, her voice calm and grounded like the earth beneath them as she asked why he had come this way, and Colt, choosing honesty over bravado, told them he was just passing through, searching for a stolen supply wagon taken by a band of outlaws seen heading north. The sisters exchanged glances, and Sohana, with a soft but confident tone, admitted they had also seen those riders and had nearly crossed paths with them near the canyon fork, warning Colt that those men were reckless and desperate, the kind who would shoot first rather than speak. And hearing that, Colt felt a knot tighten in his chest, because he knew those supplies were meant for a struggling settlement of families counting on him. Sensing his worry, Tala, the youngest but strangely the wisest in her quiet observation, gently told him that sometimes even the strongest riders need someone to watch their back. And in that moment something shifted between all 4 of them, a rare trust forming naturally, without force, without suspicion, and Lena offered to guide him through the safer mountain trail that curved behind the ridge, a path only their tribe knew well. And Colt felt humbled by their courage and willingness to help a stranger. As they began walking together through the shaded cottonwoods, the breeze carrying the scent of wild sage, Colt found himself unexpectedly moved by the way the sisters spoke, every word clear, purposeful, rooted in respect for the land and for the life they protected, reminding him of the values his own mother had taught him on the Mercer Ranch back in Texas. And somewhere in that quiet journey, he realized he was not just following guides, but learning from them. The trail grew steeper as they led him around the ridge, the desert opening into a breathtaking view of rolling red cliffs glowing under the late morning sun, and Sohana pointed toward a thin dust cloud on the horizon, saying the outlaws had likely stopped to rest in the shadow of Split Rock Canyon, which meant Colt still had a chance to intercept them before sunset. He thanked the sisters with a sincerity that echoed through his voice, promising to remember this moment of trust for the rest of his life. But just as he turned to mount Dustfire, Tala stepped forward and handed him a small leather charm woven with river reeds, explaining that it symbolized courage and clear judgment, a gift their late mother used to give travelers who crossed their land with good intentions. And Colt felt something warm settle deep inside his chest, a sense of protection, of unity, of fate guiding strangers together in the vastness of the Wild West. Before riding off, Colt looked at the 3 sisters standing side by side in the golden light, their hair dancing in the breeze, their posture strong and proud, and he tipped his hat in the most respectful gesture a cowboy could offer, saying softly that the world would be a far better place if more people had their courage. With that, he rode towards Split Rock Canyon, the charm swinging lightly from his saddle horn, the sound of the creek fading behind him, but the memory of the sisters, strength and kindness burning in his heart like a guiding flame. And deep down, he knew that whether or not he ever met them again, this unexpected encounter had already shaped him into a better man, giving him a renewed sense of purpose as he pushed into the horizon, ready to face whatever danger awaited him, with a courage he borrowed from three Apache sisters who chose to stand their ground instead of running, showing him the true meaning of bravery. In a world where legends were born from moments just like this, moments that lived forever in the stories whispered across the frontier,